you're between 65 and 80 and can still do the 9 things we're about to cover, you're not just aging gracefully, you're a true standout, a rare gem among your peers. Your chances of reaching 100 are better than you might imagine, and that's something to celebrate. Longevity isn't just about luck or good genes, it's about the little habits, the everyday choices you make, often without realizing how much they matter. Many folks assume getting older means an inevitable slide into decline. But that's only half the story. The truth is, some people hold on to strength, flexibility, and mental clarity far beyond what others expect. They move with confidence, stay engaged, and keep abilities that others their age struggle to maintain. These are the folks who don't just live longer, they live better. In this video, we're diving into 9 key signs that set you apart. If you're still doing these things, you're on the fast track to a longer, healthier, and more vibrant life. Some might surprise you, but each one is a powerful clue to your longevity. Stick with me to the end, because the final sign is something most people overlook, yet it's a game changer in how long and how well you'll live. Before we jump in, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single video. If you're enjoying this, drop a 1 in the comments. If it's not your cup of tea, let me know with a 0 so I can keep improving for you. All right, let's get started. One of the strongest clues you're aging like a champ isn't just how far you can walk, it's how fast you can go without feeling out of breath. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still stride along at a lively pace, you're in a special league. Research shows that a brisk walking speed is closely tied to a longer, healthier life. This isn't just about being fit, it's a sign your heart is pumping strong, your lungs are delivering oxygen efficiently, and your muscles have the stamina to keep you moving. Picture yourself out for a stroll. Are you moving with purpose, or do you notice you're slowing down more than you used to? Do you need to pause to catch your breath after a short distance? A slower pace can sneak up on you, signaling early changes in health that many don't notice until it's obvious. Take Betty, 72, for example. She was always active, but she started to realize her walks around the neighborhood were taking longer. At first, she thought she was just being careful, but then she noticed her breathing got heavy on a short hill. That was her wake-up call. She began timing herself on short walks, aiming to keep a steady, competent pace without getting winded. Within weeks, she felt stronger, more energized, and years younger. Walking isn't just about getting from point A to point B, it's a snapshot of your overall health. A strong, steady pace means your heart and lungs are working like a well-oiled machine. Your muscles are engaged, and your balance is solid. Plus, walking keeps your brain sharp, helping protect memory and ward off cognitive decline. Want to test yourself? Walk normally for about 10 feet, then pick up the pace like you're hurrying to catch a bus. If you can do it comfortably without gasping for air, that's a fantastic sign. If you feel winded or wobbly, don't worry. Endurance can improve. Regular walks with a focus on good posture and a slightly faster pace each time can work wonders. Even small gains in speed can add years to your life. Next time you're out walking, notice your pace. And if you're still zipping along with confidence, that's a clear signal your body's in great shape and you're on track for a long, vibrant life. Balance is one of those things you don't think about until it starts to slip away, but it's a powerful indicator of how well you're aging. If you're 65 to 80 and can stand on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling, you're in excellent shape. Studies show that good balance is directly linked to longevity, and those who keep it sharp into their later years tend to live longer and healthier. It's not just about avoiding falls. Great balance shows your nervous system, muscles, and reflexes are all working together like a finely tuned orchestra. When you stand on one foot, you're engaging your vision, inner ear, and your body's sense of position in space. If any of these systems weaken, balance takes a hit. Think back to the last time you slipped on a shoe while standing. Did you stay steady or did you need to grab something for support? Small changes in balance can creep up, and many don't realize they're less stable until a stumble catches them off guard. Consider John, 75, a retired teacher who loved his daily walks. One morning, while putting on his socks, he noticed balancing on one foot felt trickier than before. He brushed it off at first, but when he tried standing on one foot deliberately, he could barely last a few seconds. That got his attention. He started adding simple balance exercises to his routine, like standing on one foot while brushing his teeth. Within a month, he was steadier, more confident, and felt safer moving around. Balance is a top predictor of fall risk, and falls are a leading cause of injury for older adults. The stronger your balance, the lower your odds of a life-changing tumble. Curious where you stand? Try this. Stand near a counter for safety, lift one foot, and see if you can hold steady for 10 seconds. If you nail it, that's a big win. If not, no problem. Balance can improve fast with exercises like heel raises, side leg lifts, or shifting your weight from foot to foot. Practice a little each day to keep your coordination sharp. Good balance isn't just about staying upright, it's about keeping your independence for years to come. Next time you're waiting in line or brushing your teeth, try balancing on one foot. If you can do it with ease, that's a strong sign your body's firing on all cylinders and you're set for a long, active life. Forget how fast you walk or how much you can lift. One of the simplest yet most telling signs of longevity is whether you can stand up from a chair without using your hands. If you can still pop up from your seat with ease, you're showing off serious physical strength, balance, and core stability. This small move is one of the best predictors of how long you'll stay independent as you age. As we get older, muscle loss is natural, but how much you lose depends on how you use your body. Standing up, using only your legs, signals strong lower body muscles, solid balance, and a sturdy core. If you need to push off with your hands or lean forward heavily, it might mean your leg strength is slipping. Think about the last time you got up from a chair. Did you do it smoothly, or did you need an extra boost? Many folks don't notice their strength fading until something small, like struggling to stand from a low seat, becomes a challenge. Take Margaret, 70, for instance. She was always on the go, but one day she realized getting out of her favorite armchair wasn't as easy as it used to be. She had to use her hands to push off. At first, she thought it was just aging, but her doctor explained that leg strength is key to preventing falls. She started doing simple exercises like squats and heel raises, and in just a few months, she was standing up effortlessly again, feeling stronger and more confident. Why does this matter so? One of the most overlooked but powerful signs you're aging well is how you feel when you wake up. If you're between 65 and 80 and still greet the morning feeling rested and raring to start your day, you've got a major edge over many folks your age. Quality sleep is a cornerstone of long-term health, touching everything from your heart and brain to your immune system and energy levels. As we age, sleep patterns naturally shift. Some struggle to fall asleep, stay asleep, or wake up too early, dragging through the day. But if you're sleeping deeply, waking up refreshed and feeling alert, your body is doing an amazing job repairing itself overnight. Think about your mornings. Do you bounce out of bed with energy, or do you feel groggy, like you're running on empty? Many assume poor sleep just comes with age, but that's not the whole story. Constant exhaustion can hint at issues like poor circulation, hormone imbalances, or even undiagnosed sleep apnea. Take Clara, 71, for example. She used to sleep like a rock, but as she got older, she started waking up multiple times a night, feeling restless and needing daytime naps. She shrugged it off as just aging until she made small changes, sticking to a regular bedtime, cutting back on evening screen time, and creating a calming nighttime routine. Within weeks, she was sleeping soundly again, waking up with pep in her step and feeling sharper all day. Good sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's critical for cell repair, keeping your mind sharp, and boosting your immune system. Those who sleep well have lower risks of heart disease, stroke, and cognitive decline, plus they maintain healthier weight and steady energy. Not sure about your sleep quality? Ask yourself, do you wake up naturally without an alarm? Fall asleep within 20-30 minutes of lying down? Feel focused and alert in the morning? If you're nodding yes, that's a huge win. If sleep's a struggle, don't ignore it. Simple tweaks like skipping afternoon caffeine, keeping a consistent bedtime, and making your bedroom cool and dark can transform your rest. A well-rested body is a strong body, ready to move, think clearly, and tackle the day with confidence. If you're still enjoying great sleep, that's a powerful sign your body's thriving and you're on track for a long, healthy life. Strength isn't just about pumping iron at the gym, it's about breezing through daily tasks. If you can still hoist a full grocery bag without a struggle, you're in better shape than most your age. Being able to lift and carry things comfortably shows off muscle strength, endurance, and functional fitness, all of which pave the way for a longer, healthier life. Many folks don't realize how vital grip strength and upper body stamina are until they start to fade. Carrying groceries, opening a jar, or lugging a suitcase calls on your arms, shoulders, back, and core. Studies even show grip strength is one of the best predictors of longevity. Stronger grips often mean longer, healthier lives. While trouble with basic lifting can signal declining mobility and health, think about your last trip from the car with groceries. Did you grab the bags without a second thought, or did you pause to shift the weight to avoid strain? Ever find yourself asking for help with tasks that used to be no big deal? These changes can sneak up. Consider Tom, 73, who always prided himself on his independence. One day, after a routine grocery run, he noticed carrying bags up his porch steps felt harder than usual. The bags weren't heavier, his strength had just slipped. That was his cue to start simple strength exercises, focusing on his arms, shoulders, and grip. A few months later, he was toting groceries like a pro again, with more energy and less fatigue for daily chores. The good news? You don't need heavy weights or grueling workouts to stay strong. Squeezing a stress ball for grip, lifting light hand weights, or doing countertop push-ups can make a big difference. Consistency is what counts. Just a few minutes of strength work daily helps preserve muscle and prevent decline. Carrying bags, lifting household items, and gripping things confidently isn't just convenient, it's about staying independent. Strong muscles mean less fatigue, fewer injuries, and the ability to keep doing what you love without hesitation. Next time you grab a grocery bag, notice how it feels. If you carry it with ease, that's a strong sign your body's aging well and you're set for a long, active life. One of the biggest signs you're aging like a superstar isn't just strength or stamina, it's mobility. If you can still lower yourself to the floor and get back up without grabbing onto anything, you've got a serious advantage over many your age. This ability showcases flexibility, muscle strength, coordination, and overall mobility, all critical for staying independent as you age. Many older adults shy away from the floor, worried they won't be able to get up, but avoiding these movements causes your body to lose them faster. Getting down and pushing yourself back up means your legs, core, and upper body are working together seamlessly, something that gets rarer past 65. Think about the last time you dropped something on the floor. Did you hesitate before bending down? Feel comfortable going all the way to the ground, or was it a challenge? These moments reveal a lot about your mobility. Take Ellen, 76, for instance. She never thought much about getting to the floor until her grandkids wanted to play a board game down there. She hesitated, not because she didn't want to join, but because she wasn't sure she could get back up easily. That realization spurred her to practice slow, controlled movements like squats, kneeling, and standing up using her legs instead of furniture. Over time, she regained her confidence, moving to and from the floor with ease. The ability to get up from the floor without help is a top predictor of longevity. But research shows those who struggle here are more likely to face mobility issues later, signaling weaker muscles, less flexibility, and compromised balance. But those who keep this skill stay active, independent, and resilient. Want to test yourself? Stand near a chair for safety, slowly lower to the floor, and see if you can get back up without holding on. If you can, that's a clear sign your muscles and joints are in great shape. If it's tough, don't lose heart. Mobility improves with daily stretches, strength exercises, and practicing controlled movements like getting up from a low position. This skill isn't just about convenience, it's about self-reliance. Whether you're picking something up, tying your shoes, or recovering from a stumble, having the strength and coordination to bounce back makes all the difference. Next time you avoid the floor, ask yourself, is it because getting up feels tough? But if you can still do this move smoothly, that's a powerful sign your body's aging beautifully and you're on the path to a long, healthy life. Stairs might seem like a small hurdle, but they're one of the best tests of your physical endurance, heart health, and leg strength. If you can climb a flight of stairs without pausing to catch your breath, you're doing better than most your age and have a solid sign of longevity on your side. Climbing stairs takes balance, muscle power, and cardiovascular stamina. Your legs push you up, your heart and lungs keep oxygen flowing, and your coordination keeps your steps steady. If any of these systems weaken, stairs get noticeably tougher. Think back to your last climb. Did you feel strong and steady, or did you need to stop halfway, feeling winded? Many don't realize their endurance is slipping until they start dodging stairs, opting for elevators or escalators. But avoiding them only worsens muscle loss and stamina. Look at Henry, 70, a retired mechanic. He used to bound up stairs without a thought, but over time he started taking the elevator more, avoiding buildings with stairs. He didn't think much of it until a visit to a friend's house left him breathless after a short flight. That was his wake-up call. He began taking stairs whenever possible, starting slow and building endurance. Soon, his legs felt stronger, his breathing improved, and stairs were no longer daunting. Stair climbing reflects your heart health. Doctors often use it as a quick check of cardiovascular fitness. If you can climb without feeling wiped out, your heart and lungs are working efficiently, a great predictor of long-term health. I'll try this. Find a staircase with at least 10 steps. Climb at a steady pace and check how you feel at the top. If you breeze through without stopping or gasping, that's a big win. If it's a struggle, don't worry. You can build endurance by taking stairs more often, walking briskly, and doing leg strengthening exercises. Keeping this ability isn't just about strength, it's about independence. If you can climb with confidence, your heart's strong, your muscles are active, and your energy's high, all signs you're on track for a long, vibrant life. If these tips are resonating, drop a 4 in the comments to let me know you're following along, and let's move on. Physical health is huge for longevity, but mental sharpness is just as critical. If you can still recall recent chats, remember names, and stay mentally on top of your daily life, you've got one of the strongest signs of a long, fulfilling life. Your memory and brain function don't just show smarts, they reflect the health of your brain, circulation, and nervous system. As we age, occasional forgetfulness, like misplacing keys or blanking on a word, is normal. But there's a big gap between minor slips and serious cognitive decline. If you're engaging in deep conversations, remembering recent events, and handling daily tasks with ease, you're in better shape than many your age. Think about your day. Do you struggle to recall what you ate for breakfast, or can you easily pull up details from yesterday's talk with a friend? Can you learn new things, solve problems, or focus on complex tasks? These small signs say a lot about your brain's health. Take Dorothy, 77, for example. While some of her friends started struggling with memory, she stayed sharp, recalling details from weeks-old conversations, tackling crosswords, and even picking up new tech skills. She didn't realize her habits, reading daily, staying social, and challenging her mind, were keeping her brain resilient. Your brain is like a muscle. It needs regular workouts to stay strong. People who read, play strategy games, learn new skills, or have stimulating chats tend to keep their cognitive edge longer. Social connections are huge too. Isolation can speed up cognitive decline, while regular time with family, friends, or community groups keeps your mind humming. Want to test your sharpness? Try recalling what you had for dinner 2 nights ago, or memorize a short list of words and repeat them a few minutes later. If it's easy, your brain's in great shape. If it's tough, don't fret. Reading, learning, socializing, and even regular walks can boost brain function and slow decline. A sharp memory isn't just handy, it's about quality of life. When your brain's strong, you can keep making decisions, enjoy meaningful talks, and live fully. If you're still recalling details and staying mentally engaged, that's a powerful sign you're set for a long, vibrant life. One of the most vital, yet often underestimated signs of a long, fulfilling life is your ability to stay socially engaged. If you're between 65 and 80 and still make time to connect with friends, family, or your community, whether it's a weekly coffee date, a chat with neighbors, or volunteering, You're doing something incredibly powerful for your health. Research shows that strong social ties are directly linked to longevity, boosting not just your mental well-being, but your physical health too. Staying connected isn't just about having fun. It keeps your brain sharp, reduces stress, and even strengthens your immune system. Think about your week. Do you regularly catch up with loved ones or join group activities? Or do you find yourself spending more time alone? Isolation can creep in as we age, and many don't realize how it impacts health until they feel its effects. Take Sarah, 74, for example. She used to love hosting card games, but after moving to a new town, she found herself withdrawing. She noticed she felt more tired and less motivated. Then a neighbor invited her to a local book club and everything changed. Weekly meetings gave her a sense of purpose, new friendships, and a boost in energy. Within months, she felt more alive and engaged than she had in years. Social connections do more than lift your spirits. They lower your risk of depression, heart disease, and cognitive decline. People who stay active in their communities or maintain close relationships tend to live longer and healthier lives than those who don't. If you're curious about your social health, ask yourself, do I look forward to seeing people regularly? Am I part of a group or activity that brings me joy? If you've got a calendar full of social plans, that's a fantastic sign. If you've been pulling back, don't worry, it's never too late to reconnect. Start small. Call an old friend, join a local club, or volunteer for a cause you care about. Even one meaningful interaction a week can make a big difference. Staying connected isn't just about enjoyment, it's about thriving. When you nurture relationships, you're building a foundation for mental clarity, emotional resilience, and physical vitality. Next time you're laughing with a friend or sharing stories at a community event, know that you're doing something profound for your longevity. If you're still enjoying these connections, that's a powerful sign you're on the path to a long, vibrant life. If you're finding these insights valuable, drop a 9 in the comments to let me know you're here, and let's keep going. As we wrap up, take a moment to reflect. How many of these 9 signs do you see in yourself? If you've been nodding along, recognizing these abilities, you're doing far better than you might realize. You're not just aging, you're thriving. Keeping your strength, balance, endurance, mental sharpness, and sleep quality strong into your 60, 70, and 70s and beyond isn't just a sign of good health. It's proof you're on the path to a longer, more independent life. Forget the myth that getting older means slowing down. Your body and mind can stay vibrant and sharp well into your later years, and these signs are living evidence. When you can still do these things, your muscles are working like a well-tuned engine, your heart's pumping strong, your brain's firing on all cylinders, and your energy's fueling your days. That's not just surviving, it's flourishing. And here's the best part. Even if you spot areas to improve, it's never too late to start. You can rebuild strength, boost endurance, sharpen balance, and fine-tune your memory with small, consistent steps. Your body's ready to adapt at any age. Stay active, stay engaged, and keep challenging yourself. Longevity isn't about luck. It's about the little habits that keep you strong, sharp, and connected. Every small effort you make today builds a healthier, more vibrant tomorrow. So, how many signs resonated with you? Which one stood out most? We'd love to hear your story. Drop a comment below sharing one thing you learned today or how you plan to put these tips into action. Maybe you're already acing these signs, or perhaps you're inspired to try something new. Either way, your experience matters and it inspires others. If this video hit home, give it a like, subscribe, and share it with someone who'd find it helpful. Your support keeps us creating content to inform and inspire. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.